You're waiting for something. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a sign, maybe it's the right moment, maybe it's a new start of the week, but you're waiting for something. And I'm going to tell you right now something that absolutely changed my life. Nobody is coming to save you. No girl is going to show up and change your life, make you feel happy again. No amount of money is just going to appear in your inbox. No random opportunity is just going to fall into your lap for you to take hold of. Nobody is coming to save you. And the sooner that you stop waiting, the sooner that you realize this and know that you have to take action now, the sooner your life starts to change. If you are new here, I'm not some guru. I'm not trying to say, come follow me, buy my course. We're having a genuine conversation here. We're just two guys who are trying to better ourselves and better our lives. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. Is stop waiting for opportunities to come. Stop waiting for the stars to align for you and just act. There's this thing I like to call the waiting disease. And almost every young guy has it. And I definitely did. It looks like this. You know what you need to do. You know that you need to work out. You know that you need to eat right. You know that you need to spend time learning and building skills, spend time reading. You know exactly what you need to do. But for some reason, you don't do it. Instead, you are waiting. You're waiting for motivation. You're waiting for the perfect opportunity to arise. You're waiting for Monday, the new week, the new month, the new year. And here's the brutal part. The waiting feels like preparation. You feel like if I have this extra time, well, I'll be more responsible. I'll be more ready. I'll have more information about it. And you think that you're being thoughtful. You think that you're being smart, but you're not. You are scared and you have dressed it up in this reasonable sounding excuse. I did this for a very long time. I did this. I even had moments where it would be September or November and I would say, oh, well, let me just wait until the new year for me to start. I had the vision of who I wanted to be. I could see it clearly, but I kept telling myself that I needed to prepare more. I needed to do something to be more ready. I had to learn more. I had to have some sort of opportunity show itself. And this is the problem. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready. Life will never wait on you. And the men who actually build things, the men who actually create something with their life that other people look at and respect, they just jumped into it. They did not wait for a feeling of being ready. They did not wait for the feeling of the perfect opportunity to jump in. They moved first. And that feeling followed the moving. Discipline is not something that you have. It's something that you practice. And you have to practice it by taking imperfect action. Now let's talk about comfort. Because I think that we've been lied to about comfort. We live in the most comfortable era in human history. The food is amazing and you can literally get it in 15 minutes from anywhere by tapping a few buttons on your phone. Entertainment is on demand. Validation is on demand. And it's making young men soft. Not necessarily physically, even though a huge majority of them are, but mentally. It is ruining their will. I've noticed it in myself. The more that I avoid discomfort, the more that I am scared of discomfort. It's a shrinking spiral because every time that you choose the easy thing, every time you choose to sleep in, every time you choose to eat whatever junk food, every time you choose to spend more hours watching entertainment instead of going to the gym or doing something that you know you need to do, you are slowly training your brain to be weak. You are training yourself to build this habit of being weak. But here's the thing, the opposite is also true. Whenever you choose to wake up early, whenever you choose to make your bed, whenever you choose to do the harder thing, you are training yourself to be strong. Now, we could talk about it in this book, Napoleon Hill, Outwitting the Devil. He calls it hypnotic rhythm. This is building the habit of whatever direction you are going into. So whenever you continue to do negative things, you are building the habit of doing negative things forever. Whenever you're doing positive things, you are building the habit of doing positive things forever. It compounds, it stacks on itself. And it's not complicated. But it is hard. A lot of us, myself included, we never really got taught that we were supposed to do the hard things. Instead, society, our parents, school, they teach us that whenever something is hard, it means that you should avoid it. It means that something's wrong, that it's not the correct direction for you to go in. But that's not true. When something is hard, it means that you are growing. I've started looking for the uncomfortable option and pursuing doing that instead. Because I look at it like this. If I'm trying to become this person up here, and this person wakes up early, he does what he's supposed to do, he doesn't quit on himself, he shows up for himself every single day, he's going to be doing the hard things. He's not going to take the easy route all the time. So if I want to get up here to this person, I have to do the hard things now. I have to build up to him by doing the hard things now. And it's not because I'm some machine. It's not because I'm perfectly in control of myself now. It's because that version of who I want to be has to be built somewhere. And if I don't actively build him now by doing what I know needs to be done to get there, I will never get there. It's that simple. And here's the thing that actually changed it for me. And this is real. This isn't something that I read in a book, even though I have studied this topic for a very long time now. This is something that I lived. This is something that I gathered from my own experience. I stopped trying to change my behavior and I started focusing on changing my identity. And there's a difference because behavior is saying, oh, I need to go work out. I need to go do this. But identity is saying, I am someone who does this thing. One of it is doing the task. The other one is someone who you are. When you make that shift, something changes. You stop negotiating with yourself every day. You stop asking, do I feel like it right now? Is this what I feel like doing? Because that's not the question anymore. The question is, what do I do? What is the thing that this type of person who I am does? And this is where it gets real for young men specifically. A lot of us don't have that strong sense of who we are yet. That's normal. We're young. But the danger is that empty space, the idea of who we are that has not been built yet, that is being filled by something else. If we haven't created that image ourselves, something else is feeling that. There's no such thing as a void. And what is being filled by right now is social media, is the culture, is your environment, is what school teachers say, what your family says. A lot of what gets handed to you by default is not good. It's not what is beneficial for you. It's not towards the progression of who you want to be ultimately in life. You have to be intentional about who you're trying to construct. You have to actually ask yourself, what do you stand for? What are the beliefs I have? Who am I trying to be? What are those standards? That is being a man who knows himself. And once you are a man who knows himself, you know how to act. And it starts with small decisions. It starts with the daily actions that seem like they're pointless. That is where character is built. So I want to debunk something. Discipline is not a highlight reel. It is not the glamorous things that you post on social media for other people to see you and say, wow, congratulations, you're so cool. Discipline is not the cold plunge at 5 a.m. with that 4K camera watching you. Discipline is the small actions that you do every day. It's boring. It is sometimes seeming pointless. It is things that you don't have enjoyment in doing, but you know that you must do them. Some days you don't want to do anything. Some days you just want to lay in your bed. Some days you just want to eat the junk food. Some days you don't want to go to the gym. Some days you just want to scroll watching endless YouTube videos of cats. Although I'm not really a cat person. I'll rock with them a little bit, but I'm more of a dog guy. Oh, my fault, bro. I don't even know why I said that. But you need to understand, just like we said before, every single thing you do is a vote towards who you are becoming or a vote away from who you are becoming. Think of it like this. If we said that I'm aiming for this person up here, and let's say I start my day here. If I wake up at when I'm supposed to at 6 a.m., boom, I get one step closer. If I make my bed, boom, another step closer. If I get on my treadmill and do my cardio, that's another step. And I keep adding these steps. But at the same time, if I was to wake up, oh, well, I'm kind of tired. Let me stay in bed another hour. I take a step down. Oh, well, I don't feel like making my bed. I don't feel like getting dressed. I don't feel like taking a shower. That's more steps down. Every single thing you do is either going towards who you want to be or it's pulling you away from it. As soon as you understand that concept and start applying it into your life, that's when everything can change for you. And I know this because it has changed for me. I've gotten to the point, some people may call it crazy, but I genuinely believe in this. I've gotten to the point where if I see some trash on the floor, whether my dog like brought in a leaf or a piece of grass or a piece of string fell off my shirt, if I see something on the floor and I do not pick it up and throw it away, if I just walk past it, I'm like, oh, well, it's only a tiny little thing. It doesn't matter. That stays stuck in my mind. Because by not choosing to do that thing, by not choosing to pick it up and just throw it away, not choosing to keep my space clean, that is a vote against who I want to be. That is actually a vote saying that I am a lazy person, that I'm someone who is unorganized and unclean, that I'm someone who just looks past things. That is not who I want to be. So you need to start forming this identity. You need to start realizing how important every single small thing you do actually is. Because you're not going to wake up disciplined one day. You're not going to randomly wake up in that life. And you know, the crazy thing for me to admit is I used to think that I would. I would set a timeline of when I wanted to have a certain goal, and I would feel like I would wake up there one day and I didn't put any action towards that. And you probably relate to that. You probably has done the same thing that I did, but you are not going to randomly wake up there. You have to build towards it. You have to train yourself to form this habit of not quitting for yourself. You have to create these skills underneath within your soul that you are the person who shows up. You are the person who does the thing that you know you need to do, even when you don't want to do it. And that's built rep by rep, day by day, doing things that are not glamorous in the moment. You become disciplined by deciding right now, in this moment, that you're not going to outsource your life. You're not going to rely on emotions to control what you are doing today. You are going to do the things that you know are going to build you up to reach that person that you want to be. And I'm not trying to come on here saying that I'm up on this mountain and bro, like my life is perfect now. I got it all figured out. No, I'm in this with you. These are things that I had to learn through my own experience, and it took me a very long time to figure them out, even though honestly, they were pretty obvious for me. There are still days where I wake up and I don't want to get out of bed. There are still moments where I don't want to do the thing that I know that I need to do to start building up towards who I want to become. But every single day I put in that effort. And I can tell you right now, the moment that I stopped waiting in my life and realized, bro, like, I'm not going to wake up tomorrow in a different world. I'm not going to wake up tomorrow as a completely different person. These are things that I have to take steps to every single day. And then eventually I will wake up there. But if I don't change right now, if I don't start doing something right now, today, I will never get there. As soon as I realized that and I started taking imperfect action, that's when my life started to change. That's when everything started to change for me. It's not an overnight shift, but it absolutely can be quick as soon as you start putting one foot in front of the other. Stop sitting down waiting for it to happen and start taking that action for yourself. And if this hit you today, please let me know about it in the comments. I would love to talk to y'all and hear about it and send this to someone who needs to hear it, because I know there are so many young men just like me who need this message in their life. Subscribe for more. We talk about this every single week, and I appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next one.